Hello, brothers and sisters. Greetings from this part of the world. I am Epole Vivian Ewang Ibangome, daughter-in-law, colleague, and many more to Pankong Makoge Wilfred, as I've called him formerly, and Daddy as a family man, as a father to me. Death is not something I ever imagined for Pankong at this time. Death did not cross my mind. I don't want to believe that I'm seated here doing a tribute for him. An Iroko tree has fallen. An Iroko tree has been uprooted, never to be seen in this physical world again. The golden pen has stopped writing. An encyclopedia of culture and tradition quits the stage. I came to know Pankong in 2005 when I got married to my husband, Ibangome Lawrence, fondly known as Larry. And on the eve of my wedding, Pankong called me and said, Vivian, I said, yes, Daddy. I want to tell you something. I said, yes, Daddy. He said, you have taken the best out of the house. Just love him and you enjoy that marriage. I said, and Daddy. He said, yes, you have taken the best out of the house. Love that man and you enjoy your marriage. From that day, I just fell in love with him. I just liked him. And I realized he liked me too, with everything in him. And that's how we clicked. Sometime in 2010, when I was sent to Bamenda, he met me there as the regional delegate of public service and administrative reform. So he was my boss. I saw Pankong as a man who wanted the best for all his collaborators. He always told us that when you go somewhere, you must leave blueprints. You must leave footprints. You must leave the place better than you met it. And so we had about 6 colleagues who were recruited with first school living certificates. And during our coordination meetings, he would always tell them, look, first school living certificate is no longer valuable in Cameroon. So you must upgrade. I mean, you must upgrade. And how did he help them to upgrade? He told them, you have to go to evening school. If you're serious, pay your school fees. The 6 of them were determined. And they said, yes, boss, we'll go. So he called me. We have to send these people to school. And I bet you by the time we left, 6 of them already had their advanced level. How did he help them? He told me they will have to close by 3 o'clock or 2:33 so they can catch up with time for school. And when they go, Vivian, you have to back up. So I had to work extra hours to make sure those 6 colleagues go to school. He was that kind of boss who identified the talents in each collaborator and made you useful at your post of responsibility. I don't want to talk about myself. I started working as an executive officer. He kept telling me, Vivian, you have rare leadership qualities, and so you must go back to school. I said, Daddy, I can only go after 5 years. No problem, start studying now. Because after 5 years, you're going back to that school. You have to become a civil administrator. And then he will say, my deal to be, my asset to be, with some pride. I said, Daddy, thank you, I will. And at the end of the day, God blessed me and I obtained that certificate of a civil administrator. I dedicated to 4 of them. My mother, who wanted to see me go places. My husband, who has been there for me in my absence, he became the father and the mother of the kids. My kids themselves, and Pankong Makoge. I just want to thank God for him. He's that kind of person who can draw water from the deepest well. He will encourage you to move out of your comfort zone to become a better version of yourself. I saw a man who would stop at nothing to change the environment around him. Pancom was a rare gem. Our work life was not always smooth. There are moments we quarreled. There are moments we disagreed. And I always tell people that you have anger issues. No sabi my woman. Shut up there! Shut up! Larry is my brother. I will report you to him. I said, no, Larry, no, begin stress me. I will trash you. Vivian, I will trash you. And when he goes back home and realizes that he has hurt you, he will call you. He will not tell you that I'm sorry, but he will engage you in discussions, just to soften you up and make you understand that he is sorry, even though he will not say I'm sorry. And I learned a lot from him. He doesn't internalize anything. He doesn't keep grudges. I will always tell me, if you keep a grudge, it's like you're drinking poison and expecting another person to die. I learned a lot from him. Sometimes he even forgets that he has hurt you. I go don't vex. Then the park go just engage discussion. Then in my heart, I'm like, so the partner no realize he me vex. Jody talk now like say, that was the kind of person he was. And I learned a lot from him. You don't keep grudges. You don't internalize things. You look younger than your age. As a father, he was an epitome of care and concern. Pancom will call me regularly. Vivian, how are the kids? How is Larry? Sometimes I'll even tickle him and say, wow, only Larry did yours. Shut up there. Don't be you alcohol. Why are you jealous? And we'll laugh over it. There was a time he asked me, he said, Vivian, I said, Daddy, I said, you and Larry know they ever quarrel. Because each time I see you, you're always happy. A woman who is always happy, it shows that your marriage is okay. I said, Daddy, that your brother this one, even if I bring quarrel, I go quarrel me one, finish the quarrel me one, he no go quarrel. And he will say, that man missed his profession. That's a fine gentleman. But I cannot be like him. Even if I try, I will not be. I will laugh. Say, Daddy, try you. No. Vivian, I cannot be like Larry. That man missed his profession. He was supposed to be a pastor. I will laugh over it. He was an encourager. One time in Bamenda, he told me, Vivian, I said, Daddy, and he was very serious about it. He said, if death is to come today, that day should take me, not my wife. Because if my wife dies before me, I'm finished. Vivian, you hear? I say, Daddy, I hear. Then shout, talk as small. And see, Vivian, if I die, and anybody dares to disturb my wife, tell them that I've said. And if you talk, they pay attention. If you watch you slap. So I was really seeing the tension. I said, Daddy, I don't hear no way. I've understood. Tell them. I saw a man who loved his wife. A man who can die for his wife. He loved his wife. When we're discussing, he cannot do 2, 3, 4 things. We're not talking about his wife. Then you know one who loves his spouse. He was that kind of a man. I remember when I was elected the national president, now the global president of the Women and Daughters Development Association. It was like a gift to Pancom. He was so happy. What name did I know here? A square peg in a square hole. A woman with rare leadership qualities. I don't doubt that you're going to man that position and bring light to Nino. What did I know here? That kind of person who can bring out the best, who can draw water or extract water from a rock. He never saw discouragement anywhere. Where you saw obstacle, Pancom saw an opportunity to move forward. And working with him fortified me in that domain. There is nothing as an obstacle. If you bring an obstacle, I will show you an opportunity in that obstacle. That is what I learned from him. And I just want to thank God. I remember when I was to deliver my first speech as the National President, he called me. So this is your first speech. it has to be powerful, So write it and send to me, or edit it, fine-tune it before you read it. I don't doubt that you articulate very well, but the speech has to be powerful. And he did that. I wrote the speech, sent to him, fine-tuned, and sent back to me. He will follow every activity of Neola, giving me advice here and there, telling me what to do, what not to do, to make the association the best in Nina. Daddy, it's difficult to say goodbye. I remember a few days before he died, we spoke or shared. Sorry about that. A few days before he died, he called me. We spoke at length. I did not sense any out of sickness. Well,